morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi. And before we get started, I would like you guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So right now, of course, you know that BioWare is not doing very well in their company due to all the woke nonsense they've been putting into the games. And the latest one, Dragon Age Veilguard, it really did the number. And BioWare, ever since that's happened, they have had layoffs. They had to transfer other employees to go to work on other companies, you know. The game lost money. So now they're trying to focus on doing Mass Effect and everything. So, but we have something that just came up. Dragon Age actor blames fans for Veilguard backlash. Claims people just wanted to see BioWare fail. Now, this is what I say every time, Bo. If you involve Sweet Baby Inc. into these games, you are eventually going to fail. You're going to eventually lose money. See, people like this actress doesn't get it, bro. So let's take a read at it and you'll see. All right, here we go. A Dragon Age actress is blaming fans for the backlash against the Veilguard. In the wake of Dragon Age: The Veilguard's disastrous reception, one of the franchise's most recognizable voices is pointing fingers, not at the game's direction, story, or development team, but at the very fans who once held BioWare in high regard. Alex Wilton Reagan, best known for voicing the female Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition and returning in Veilguard, has weighed in on the fallout surrounding the title's lukewarm performance. Speaking to IGN, Reagan said she was absolutely devastated by the reception and claimed the Dragon Age, the Veilguard backlash was driven by people who just wanted to see BioWare fail. Now, this is the problem with people like her, this actress. She needs to understand that it was not because we wanted BioWare to fail. I don't want any video game company to fail. I don't want any video game company to fail. Like Ubisoft. Ubisoft, I loved Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, and Assassin's Creed games. But they've been putting so much woke identity politics in there. That's what happened to Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed Shadows did not make the money that they needed. So right now Ubisoft is going through a different ordeal with Tencent, and it's not going well. And it's like I said before, if you put Sweet Baby Inc. and if you involve woke identity politics in games, you will lose money. You will fail. That's why gamers are tired of the nonsense, bro. Gamers are tired of not having entertainment. Games, movies, TV shows, cartoons. It's all about entertainment. It's not about identity politics. It's not about woke nonsense. It's about entertainment. And that's what they need to remember by. They have to remember that. I feel absolutely devastated for BioWare as a studio that they got such mixed reactions to the game. I personally thought it was a really strong game. I thought it was just BioWare being more BioWare. According to the backlash, wasn't due to questionable creative choices or the tonal departure from Dragon Age titles, but rather due to the really bad people on the internet. Mainly, she's speaking about people like us, like me. I also think of a lot of people kind of wanted to see it fail, or wanted to see BioWare fail, either because they're just really bad people on the internet, of which they are unfortunately many as we have discovered, she said. We didn't want the game to fail. We just don't want you to keep bringing identity politics and woke nonsense into the game. See, they bring in modern stuff into these games, stuff that is happening right now. We don't need that, man. We don't need that. But like I said, this actress, she still keeps mumbling about it, not thinking that this game was not entertaining enough. The characterization of criticism, however, runs counter to the actual feedback players have provided since launch. While critics largely gave the game favorable reviews, fans rejected Veilguard's shift in tone, inconsistent character design, and the overt prioritization of ideological messaging over meaningful world building or storytelling. Stream currently it lists the game with a mixed user rating, with tags highlighting orientation and politics as recurring themes in the reviews. Reagan went on to denounce early criticism of the game, labeling it as premature and baseless. People were attacking the game before it was released. It's ridiculous. How can you judge a game, a book, a film, and a TV show before it's actually released? You can't. It's an ideologic stance to take. Well, the way you can look at it is if you do your research. See, if people like me do research on this type of game, on this company, and seeing what they're doing and what they're planning, that's how you know the game will fail. And there are rumors out there that we hoped that it wasn't true, but we put it out there, but we make it as a rumor. Like me, when I read something about a game company that is doing something like this, and if it's considered a rumor, I remind people that it is a rumor. But we are going to see what happens. Like, for example, there's rumor going on that they're making a Young Guns Part 3. Now, I'm not going to say that, oh, it's coming out, it's coming out. No, I'll see it to believe it. Like this, I'll see it to believe it. And when I've read from other gamers that have first started to play this game, like as, and I looked at it to reveal it, it is true. So, that's why I say this game is a failure. Let's see, what was I? But many fans argue that they were reacting to marketing material and developer interviews that telegraphed the game's priorities from the outset, including the now infamous announcement of a genderless party member and a player option to choose a new gender identity mid game, not to mention the ability to add surgical scars on the chest in the character creator. See, that right there is what really is upsetting. Look at this. Top surgery scars. Basically, you can create this person and make them into a transgender. I mean, come on, dude. Get out of here with that. These announcements weren't made quietly, but were front and center in pre release press cycles, inviting scrutiny from longtime BioWare followers who felt the game was prioritizing modern identity themes at the expense of narrative depth. Dragon Age Veilguard Backlash reacted its peak in January when EA admitted the game had underperformed by 50%, falling drastically short of expectations. Days later, game director Corinne Bush departed the company, and BioWare began laying off key staff. No future updates or expansions for Veilguard are planned. Despite the fallout, Reagan closed the interview by expressing continued support for the studio. I only ever want to see the folks from BioWare thrive because I adore them, and whatever they go on to do next, I have no doubt their talents will be richly rewarded. We're really lucky we'll get more gold from them in the future. The future currently rests with Mass Effect 5, a project still in development with no announced release window as for Veilguard. It's likely to be remembered as the game that broke from BioWare tradition and paid the price. Yeah. Yeah, so when I said Mass Effect 3, oops. Sorry, big guys. I meant 5. But yes, I mean, that's the problem. BioWare got themselves attached to the modern woke ideology nonsense, bro. If you put that nonsense into the game instead of trying to get a good story and entertain, I guarantee you the game would have never been ruined. But there they go. They did. They ruined themselves. They put themselves into ruin. So that's what you get. And I say this again: you go woke, you definitely gonna go broke. So you guys let me know in the comments what do you guys think of this article. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye everyone.